Today we are started the difference between the conventional and non-conventional machining process. According to the last class, we are discuss what is the conventional machining process and what is the non-conventional machining process. Today's class we are discuss briefly about the conventional and non-conventional machining process. The first comparison we have on the chip formation. Whenever we are going with the conventional machining process, generally macroscopic chip formation by shear deformation. We all know that every conventional machine can be utilized a sharp edge cutter. Okay, some of the machine can utilize the single point cutter, some of the machine utilize the double point, and some of the machine utilize the multi point cutter. But every conventional machine can be carry a cutter having a sharp edge, and this sharp edge can be apply the force onto the workpiece material. As a result, the excess metal comes out in forms of the chips due to the shear deformation. But whenever we are going with the non-conventional machining process, material removal may occur without chip formation, or even no chip formation may take place. For example, AJM means abrasive jet machining. Chips are microscopic in size. In case of electrochemical machining, material removal occurs due to the electrochemical dissolution at the atomic level. Means somewhere they can be generated chip, but somewhere they cannot generate the chip. Suppose another example for that, if we can take help of the laser beam machining, the material removal can take place due to the high temperature of laser. Means the high temperature of laser can be melt down of a specific portions of the workpiece and machining can be done. So there is a no formations of the chip. That's why these are the prime comparison between the conventional and non-conventional machining process. Second comparison, we have on the tool. In our conventional machining, there may be a physical tool present. For example, a cutting tool in a lathe machine. If we are observe in a lathe, there are several type of the tools can be used. There are turning tool, there are grooving tool, there are thread cutting tool, there are several types of tool. Not only the lathe, we are going with the any type of conventional machining. It is a lathe, it is a shaper, or it is a planer, or it is a miller. Everywhere there is a physical tool are present which can be remove the material. But whenever we are going with the non-conventional machining process, there may not be a physical tool present. For example, just like laser jet machining is carried out by the laser beam. However, in electrochemical machining, there is a physical tool that is very much required for the machining. So, into a non-conventional machining, there is a presence of physical tool is a not a mandatory matter. Somewhere there is a physical tool may be present, and somewhere there is a no physical tool can be present due to the machining. That should be the another significant comparison we have on the tool. The third comparison we have on the characteristics of tool. Into our conventional machining process, cutting tool is harder than the workpiece at room temperature as well as the under machining condition. Whenever you are operating a conventional machine, suppose you can consider you can operate lathe into our workshop, college workshop. What you can done? You can done turning operation, you can done step turning, you can performing grooving, chamfering, thread cutting, knurling, several type of operation you can perform with the help of the cutting tool. So this cutting tool is a metallic material. With the help of cutting tool, you can cut the workpiece. These workpiece are also the metallic material. In a other word, you can cut the metal with the help of the another metal. So whenever you are choosing the cutting tool material, the cutting tool material required much more harder as compared to the workpiece material. Otherwise, what happen? Otherwise, cutting tool cannot cut the workpiece material. That's why whenever we are choosing the cutting tool material, in case of conventional machining, it is always much more harder than the workpiece material. But whenever we are going with the conventional machining, sometimes there is a no physical tool is present. For example, LBM, laser beam machining or laser jet machining, and somewhere we are using the cutting tool softer than the workpiece material. For example, ultrasonic machining. Into our ultrasonic machining, we can machine of a brittle material generally, and cutting tool material can be provided as a ductile material. So into our non-conventional machining, not always cutting tool material are become much more harder than workpiece material. Sometimes we are using in non-conventional machining cutting tool material softer than workpiece material. That is a distinct comparisons of conventional and non-conventional machining process. Now, the fourth point are behalf on the material removal process. Into your copy, you can write down MRR. The full form is MRR is that material removal rate. Okay, খাতায় এটা লিখে রাখো MRR, material removal rate, because these terms are used simultaneously. MRR rate means material removal rate. The material removal rate in conventional machining much more higher as compared to the any kind of the non-conventional machining. That's why the conventional machining is used for the mass production. Before starting the discussion of conventional and non-conventional machining process, I am say to you the conventional machining having the several advantages. One of the greater advantages of the conventional machining process is that high material removal rate. So material removal takes place in conventional machining due to the application of cutting force, and the energy domain can be classified only the mechanical. But whenever we are going with the non-traditional or non-conventional machining process, do not necessarily use the mechanical energy to provide material removal. They are use different energy domain like mechanical energy, like chemical energy, like thermal energy, like electrical energy. For example, ultrasonic machining, abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, these are used mechanical energy. But whenever we are come the electrochemical machining or use the electrochemical dissolution constitute material removal. Because whenever we are list down the different energy domains which are used into the conventional machining, we can got there are four type of energy domains are there. Some of the conventional machining process can be used the mechanical energy domain. Some of the some of the non-conventional machining process can be utilized the mechanical energy domain. Some of the non-conventional machining process use the chemical energy domain. Some of the non-conventional machining process can be used the electrical energy process. But into our conventional, there is a single energy domains are there, that is mechanical energy process, because cutting action can be created due to the cutting force everywhere. It is a single point cutter, a double point cutter, or multi point cutter, nothing is a matter. Everywhere cutting forces is the reasonable factor for removing the material. The fifth clarification or comparison between the conventional and non-conventional one, the tool contact. Into our conventional machining process, there is an direct contact between the tool and workpiece, because material removal can take place into our conventional machining due to the cutting force or shear deformation. So creating this shear deformation, there is a need to direct contact between the tool and workpiece. But whenever we are going with the non-conventional machining process, everywhere there is a no direct contact between the workpiece and tool. For example, like laser beam machining, plasma arc machining, ultrasonic machining, there are several type of machinings are there into our non-conventional machining. There are no direct contact between the workpiece and tool. That's why we can machining brittle material with the help of the non-conventional way. And finally, the comparison behave on the surface finish qualities. If we compare the conventional and non-conventional machining process, the surface finish accuracy are much more lower in conventional machining as compared to the non-conventional machining. And non-conventional machining give us higher accuracy and surface finish. Before the study of the conventional and non-conventional machining process, I am stated that if we are compare 100 of advantages of conventional machining with non-conventional machining, then 95% advantages going with the conventional machining process. But this rest 5% advantages which can be got from the non-conventional machining process, that cannot achieved by the any kind of the conventional machining process. One of the great advantages of the non-conventional machining process is the accuracy and surface finish quality. Any kind of the non-conventional machining process can give the much more higher accuracy and surface finish quality as compared to the any kind of the conventional machining. That's why the non-conventional machining process much more implemented in our research and development sector. Basically, this non-conventional machining process cannot be utilized into the mass production. It is greatly used in our research and development sector. And whenever we are not implemented the conventional machining on a specific type of workpiece, then we can take help of the non-conventional machining. These six are the major advantages of the, not exactly major advantages, these six are the major comparison between the conventional and non-conventional machining process.